Ava, and I am a dietetic intern with the Maricopa County Department of Public Health. Today I'm here to show you how to make an avocado breakfast bruschetta. This is a nutritious, easy, and quick recipe that you can frankly make for any time of the day. After trying it, I've been having it for not only breakfast, but for lunch, dinner, and sometimes as a quick snack. Not only is this recipe quick, easy, and nutritious, but you'll also have the opportunity to use some of the items that you may already have at home, and it's also a low-cost recipe. The ingredients for the following recipe came to about $8.45, which made about 4 servings. That means that each serving was about $2.11, and I still had a lot of items left over. Without further ado, let's get into the recipe. A bruschetta is known for being a toasted Italian bread that's usually drizzled with a little bit of olive oil and usually has tomatoes. My hands are completely clean and all of the items that I'm using here have been cleaned. Some of them are already pre-prepped. I just have to go ahead and put them together. So let's get started. The recipe called for about 2 medium-sized tomatoes, which I have right here. I'm gonna go ahead and add them to this bowl. Also called for 1 green onion, which I chopped and it's already in here. I'm gonna go ahead and add it. It also called for about half a cup of fresh cut basil. It's beautiful basil, it smells amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and add some here. I'm gonna leave a little bit behind so I can top off my bruschetta with this. I got this beautiful basil at a local farmer's market here in Tucson, Arizona. It's the Rito Park here in Tucson. And of course, this is a breakfast item, so we are going to be using some eggs. This recipe calls for 4 hard-boiled eggs, which I have right here. I have 3 here. And I'm gonna show you a really quick way for you to peel your eggs because it is really tricky to do sometimes. And one trick that I do know is by adding a little bit of salt to your water that you're using to boil your eggs, it makes it a little bit easier to peel. So what I do is I tap the top, I tap the bottom, and then I give it a quick roll, and it cracks a little bit, which is a good thing. I'm gonna go ahead and peel it. Grab this bowl. And it just makes it so much easier to peel, which is nice. So here we go. Put this to the side. So now we have our 4 eggs that this recipe calls for. I'm gonna go ahead and chop them up really quick. I'm gonna show you how I chop them. So I go ahead and grab the egg on my hand, and I'm gonna use a butter knife. All you do is slice it in half very carefully, and then you turn it so it's already cut halfway. Cut it one more time, and then just make little dices, just like that. Really easy, really quick, mess-free. So here we have our eggs. They're added into the mixture. Eggs are such an excellent source of protein. I got a dozen eggs for about $2 and I only used 4 eggs. So like I said, I have some left over for other recipes as well. And our second to last ingredient that we're using, of course, is the avocado. I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I dice the avocado as well. I'm gonna grab a knife. Of course, cut it in half. Twist it. Beautiful avocado. It's always nice to get a nice avocado. So what I'm gonna do is dice the avocado in its skin. It makes it a lot easier and a lot faster for us to go ahead and incorporate it onto our recipe. So what we're gonna do is slice vertically along the skin of the avocado. Then we're gonna turn it and do the same. Just dice up and down. Make some lines until you're creating those squares. And then using a spoon, all we're gonna do is scoop it out, and then we have perfect avocado dices in our mixture. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same for the next one. Okay, now we have the avocado added onto our mixture. Let's go ahead and season it a little bit and give it a quick mix. I'm gonna be using just a little bit of salt and pepper to taste. Start with some pepper, a little bit of salt, and I'm gonna give it a quick mix. I am using just regular whole wheat bread. This recipe does call for a whole wheat baguette, but of course you can use any bread that you would like. I do enjoy this whole wheat bread, so I chose this one. And I'm gonna do 4 slices. I'm just gonna show you 2 right now. I'm also gonna use some ricotta cheese. This is reduced fat ricotta cheese. What I'm gonna do is spread this ricotta cheese on my bread. This recipe calls for about a 1/4 cup of ricotta cheese to be split off in between 4 slices of bread. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a tablespoon on each slice of bread. And now the fun part. We're gonna go ahead and top our bread with the spread of the ricotta cheese with the mixture that we made earlier. Okay, I have my bruschettas already topped off. I'm gonna use a little bit of that leftover basil to garnish my bruschettas. Well, here we have it. These are our avocado breakfast bruschettas. I did use ricotta cheese for the base of this bruschetta, but I would like to remind you that you can definitely use cottage cheese or a cheese alternative of your choice. The ricotta cheese definitely adds a little bit more creaminess and a little bit more taste, but it's definitely not necessary for you to include in this recipe. I really hope that you enjoyed this quick recipe, and I hope that you try this at home. Thank you. Bye.